Hello, welcome to the channel. We have been in Cumbernauld shopping centre. I tried to film with other filming device, and it didn't want to do it. It doesn't want to do it today. So so you missed that first part. So we're in camera number 2. Yeah, so we are heading to South Alloa. Buses! Buses! Bus spotting! Yeah, so I've been having a look around bus spotting, truck spotting, all sorts of spotting. We're doing 50, which is the speed limit here. Pull back over. Right, so yeah, so it's been quite good really. What happened was I started filming and the new phone. I keep telling everybody this, but generally when I'm out filming outside, I use the gimbal, which is here, and that allows me to use the other app, which doesn't freeze, and the gimbal sorts out all the stability issues. So when I'm in the car, I use the other app, which has got a stabiliser in it. However, it's got a habit of freezing. It just does it whenever, and it's hard to really say when or how or who. So we've got a weird situation here. You go under the bridge, and to head north, which is where we're going, you have to head south. But that's Cumbernauld for you. You know, it all makes sense. All makes perfect sense. The planners, well, they're all dead now. I was going to say thankfully. Countryman. Mini. So it's going to Glasgow, and we are going to Cumbernauld. We're going to Cumbernauld, it's going to Glasgow. And let's pop up here. M80, here we come. Get a big truck coming off, full of ties, and I don't know what's going on here with this Leaf. Has it reached its battery range? Is that what's the problem? Maybe that's what's wrong. It's maybe reached its battery potential. Who knows? train on it. Right, so yeah, this is a pretty cool bit of road here. It goes into 3 lanes here, and people tends to be undertaking that happens here. There's people stay in the outside lane, so we'll just pop over the middle lane here, and what happens, you get people going right to the inside. You should go to the inside, but generally I suppose people think we're going to turn off or something, but then if you do go to the inside lane, you get sharp. So what? They're going over the inside lane, look, the BMW. What happens is the slower moving traffic in the outside lane, you know, maybe vehicles that don't have that much power, start to bottle off a bit here. Whereas, because I've got more than enough power than what I need for this car, because the power to weight ratio is good. It's only a 1600 HDI, it's got 90 horsepower, but then it's only a small body. You know? Messages came flooding in this morning, quite a lot of them are negative, but the mantra is, or the story, not the mantra, but the story is, if you don't like what I do, don't bother. But then again, no, if you don't like it, you can still watch and I get views. And what do I get for that? I don't know, nothing really. It feeds my ego feeding session. We're doing an ego feeding session with me. That's what we're doing. Let's feed my ego. So yeah, I mean, some of them are pretty funny, you know. Most of them misunderstand me, which is good. Most of them either allude to the fact I've got dementia. There's this guy seriously thinks I've got dementia. I was reading, he put something on and then I answered it, and then he answered it again, and I actually seriously believe that he thinks I've got dementia, which of course I do not have dementia. I know it's very funny and all the rest of it, and it's a great joke, and yeah, blah blah blah, but I do not have dementia. I've got decline. You know, everybody has decline. You know, there's a noise coming through that Ford Mondeo. Probably I'd be investigating the brake caliper sort of thing. It's like that noise, something going round and round. Needs thoroughly looking at.
Pieces back to back there. Handels Saraban was first up, the City of Prague Philharmonic Orchestra under Paul Beckman, and just now Czadas from the Leipzig Capella, the Lyon Opera Orchestra performing. Sounder Capella is all about a life-size dancing doll that ends up in the centre of a sort of peculiar love triangle seen from East Hours. A fascinating story and some great tunes. So if you get to a performance, you should give it a go. Speaking of love triangles, as you do on Classic FM very often, have you seen the new Zendaya film, Challengers? I loved it, actually, especially the last third of it. It's amazing for lots of reasons, chiefly that it contains loads of classical music. Maybe that's a plan for you this bank holiday weekend. Get yourself some popcorn. For a full list of all the classical music in the new blockbuster, just head to classicfm.com. Now though, settle down for almost 10 minutes of Sibelius.
Are you still there? Well, I'm still here. We're heading towards the M876, and we don't go to A876, which is just after the M876. So this... Oh, so what were we on? Is this the M876? I don't know. I'm confused. You will be. Is this the M876? Yes. So that's the M9. There's a bit of braking action going on here. Braking activity. Right, M9, M876. To ignore Earth's new 20 miles per hour speed zones for the first time. We're at Earth. So they're building I was talking about earlier about the battery storage facilities, which is it's so weird what's happened with the so-called green future. What's actually happened is the media people, the spin doctors, have managed to convince quite a large cohort of the general public that green technologies is actually good. I think that's a good way of summing it up, but of course they're not good. None of it's good. Oh, it's still 30. The green... No, it's 20, like, yeah. So we're getting NIMBYs doing 20, no, they're turning off. So because of the wind, you know, the wind, what do you call it? the wind power isn't windy all the time, so you don't get power all the time. So the same with the solar power, it's not. So we've got 20. So they're going to store it. So they store it in Fishcross. You know, so they store it. They've got 20 signs up. Fucking idiots. It's against our constitutional rights. That's what it is. And it should be pushed back, along with the people that propose it. They need pushing back. Saying no, you're not doing that. You know, like a lot of things. Anyway, so they're putting that. You know, Himsley agreed to put this battery storage plant up near Fishcross. I wouldn't be happy with that. But they're talking about doing one near Cowie equally, and I wouldn't be happy with that either. So that's the way it's going. We're getting conned, and the most angering thing about it is the dumplings have actually built. This idiot said that it's to bring the prices down. It's to bring the cost of electricity down. And you heard so much shit in your life. That's just like funny, isn't it? It's like, oh, you think that's going to happen? Right, that's not going to happen. There's no way that's going to happen. All that is there for is to make profits for someone else, not you, not your community. It's not going to happen. Get a grip of yourselves. Don't believe that shit. It's all pish. It's all complete and utter pish. It's not going to happen. Powering it into the corner. Avoiding the potholes. Yeah, so they're going to go ahead with all that stuff. They just buckle under, don't they? I don't know what the terms are for objecting to it. The problem is that if you come away with the sort of stuff that we all know about, you get called a conspiracy theorist or something. Say, oh, you know, you don't have evidence for that. You know, they just go ahead with it anyway. They don't actually care about you and me, public. They don't give a shit about you and me. So, you know, get real about that. It's true. They don't care about you. They want you dead. They couldn't care less if you're dead or alive. That's a fact. You know, and slow down here because you just don't know what's going to happen here. NIMBYs everywhere. The world's full of NIMBYs. I so we enjoyed that little blast from Cumbernauld to South Alloa. We're just at Dunmore back there, and that was Murray Caravans, and that was the Morse Road, and this is South. Is this South Alloa or is it down? I think it's down the end of this road here on the right. I don't think this is actually South Alloa, although it might say that in the sign. Aye, it does. So thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and we'll get you on the next video.